Another Saturday morning. I had races the past couple Saturdays. Today I just did a little speed work of sorts. Did 12 times 400 using the Galloway method, and the Galloway is run-walk method. Since I'm so slow, I just put it on a timer of a minute, and I kind of take 20 steps, walk 20 steps, run until I hear the beep, and then repeat. But I'm only doing a quarter mile and taking a minute or two in between, just trying to get my speed back. Ever since the fall and the hospitalization, it's been real hard to get my heart rate up. Although mainly I think it's because of the drugs, but it could also be the ejection fraction was in the teens. I was in the hospital, bumped up to the 30s and supposedly in the 40s, but normal 50, 60. So that might be the limiting factor as well. Who knows, but still putting in the work. I have my post-hospitalization PBs, I guess is what I'll look at it. As my friend Amanda says, you know, your reality is different. I am trying to run a little bit today, and it wasn't too hard, but it was slow. Saw this article, retweeted it from Training Peaks talking about athletes and asthma. And of course, you know, it used to be like, oh, you have asthma, you're not supposed to exercise whatsoever, which seems crazy. You know, you use it, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. And of course, now the recommendation is to exercise, and it'll help with your asthma. And you know, Bakersfield used to have really bad air quality. It's gotten a little bit better, but even if it's bad, it's still better than sitting in the house. And I remember, because my wife has asthma and an inhaler, but past 3 or 4 years, she's been out walking, and it's improved her lung capacity and lung function. She still's got it, but it's not as bad. Of course, this morning, she's staying home so she can watch the royal funeral. Another myth is that people with asthma won't be able to perform as well as those without it. And, you know, asthma affects little kids more because asthma kind of affects the small branches of the lungs more so. And as you get bigger and your lungs get bigger, you can overcome it. And obviously, like I was saying before, quite a few athletes are asthmatics. And of course, some athletes, I think, are using asthma medication to help their performance, open up the airwaves. But it's definitely just because you got asthma. Like myself, what happens with me is I have kind of exercise-induced asthma. And so first 10, 15 minutes, I'm okay. 15, 20 minutes into the workout, I'll have some kind of coughing attack, and then I'll be okay. That's one of the reasons why I always carry gum in my pocket, because I find that chewing the gum helps relieve the coughing, kind of gives some moisture, and helps with my asthma. Unfortunately, I used to use like cough drops, and they kind of jack up your teeth, unfortunately, because I guess I didn't have sugar-free ones. And then, of course, I don't really want to use an inhaler if I don't have to. Now, this article, of course, was Training Peaks, and it was more towards coaches. But the last part and myth is that you have to modify workouts for those with asthma. And no, they can do the same workouts. You just got to make sure they have their asthma under control, and also possibly, you know, more longer warm-ups just to help matters. But yes, so the myths are, you know, if you have asthma, you shouldn't exercise, which is wrong. Asthma, you know, then you can't perform as well as others. That's wrong. And then that you can't do the same work as others, which is wrong. So, you know, it's like, if you have asthma, you know, see your doctor, you know, get it under control. You know, we want you, like I said, always to stay healthy, be boring, and please subscribe.